The main event, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Jon Moxley and Pac and Ray Phoenix. Excalibur compared these babyfaces to the trio of Takayama and Gary Albright and Steve Williams. Which of these men, Excalibur, reminds you of Gary Albright? I need to know this. So, for a while, it's good, this match, but it's nothing I haven't seen before. It's something I'm going to remember a day later. And then the second half, after the commercial break, Ray Phoenix gets a hot tag, and he becomes a superhero. He's doing the most amazing, breathtaking shit. He tags in Pac. Pac blows me away with what he can do. Omega cuts them off. Omega blows me away with what he can do. God bless the Good Brothers. God bless Jon Moxley, who I'm a huge fan of. They were the supporting cast in this particular match because they could not match what these men could do physically and athletically. So the big spot, I guess, is Moxley goes to the paradigm shift on Omega. Omega counters it, hits Moxley with his own move, and makes a cover. But Pac breaks up the fin with a 450. And then eventually, the match goes on for a while, and Phoenix is pinned with a magic killer. I understand the Good Brothers have a pay-per-view match, maybe on both shows for all I know, coming up. Maybe 2 pay-per-view matches, and there's nothing in the cards for Phoenix. I get that, but dude, you're talking about the wrong man doing the job in this match. Anyway, it was great. It was great fun to watch. There's a big brawl afterwards. Lance Archer is now attacking the Bullet Club. I guess they have a feud from Japan, or history from Japan. They were hinting at it very quickly. And Moxley is menacing Omega when he is laid out by a mystery masked man who immediately unmasks himself as Kenta, hits the go to sleep, and Excalibur is sprinting through an explanation of who this man is for anyone who has not seen him before. And they quickly go off the air. I almost think it would have been better if they had just screamed, "It's Kenta," and faded to black, left it as a mystery, and filled it in next week.
Well, all I know is I thought this match totally saved the show. I thought this match was outstanding. Thought everybody looked great. I thought the angle afterwards with Kenta was great. That's what you need is a great main event. Sometimes you don't have a great undercard, but you have a great main event, and that's what people remember. That's the whole story of the 90s, actually. And when you went over the card for next week, Janela and Darby Allin, Jericho and MJF versus Acclaimed, Cody and Lee Johnson versus Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi. You look at that lineup and you're like, what?
Yeah.
But then, after the main event is over, you realize that, in fact, Kenta will be teaming with Kenny Omega next week on this very show to take on Jon Moxley and Lance Archer. That is a giant fucking main event.
Was that announced?
It was announced today.
I see.
Because they didn't have time to announce it when they went off the air.
Gotcha.
But that is the main event of the show in a lights-out, unsanctioned match.
Aha.
That will be madness.
Yes.
So, at the end of the day, same deal. Not exactly an all-timer undercard next week, but you know what? We got a very, very, very big main event. Now, as I look at these two shows here, the reality is I liked a lot about NXT, even though I got irritated. And the fact of the matter is I got irritated about things on the AEW show as well. Sometimes I say, well, I'm going to give it to this promotion, but it's a 10-9, it's very close. Sometimes it's a 10-8. I think it was last week, right? I think it was. But anyway, sometimes it's a 10-10.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that this week I'm going to give it a tie. A tie of 9-9.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, you both came in second place this week.
Neither of you earned a win.
Very good main events.
Yes.
Some very baffling things on the undercard.
A lot of things didn't make sense. A lot of segments that left me confused and sometimes entertained
Bewildered.
for the wrong reasons. Yes. Bewildered, befuddled, and confused.
Yes.
And at times not entertained. So yes, a tie for the wrong reasons this week. I agree.
Well, there you go, everybody. So if you're a big fan of these video clips here on YouTube, you're missing out on full-length shows. Down there on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, click that join button, and when you sign up, you'll have full access to all of the shows that we've got up on YouTube, over 300 at current count, Wrestling Observer Live, The Bryan and Vinny Show, and Figure 4 Daily with Filthy Tom Lawler and Lance Storm. Hit the join button, sign up today. You can also click subscribe, and you'll always be alerted as to when new shows and clips are available.